Hi friends, and welcome and surprise. I am popping into your feed on a Monday. I wanted to finish out the month of October with a little feel-good flow for you. So I am coming today into your feed to share a 15-minute asana practice with you. So we're going to get on the mat together. And this little flow is really designed to help you realign your energy, help you activate your nervous system if you've been feeling any stress or anxiety, and really just help you feel good in your body. Before we get started, there are 3 links down in the description. I'm not going to go through all the details, but there is a link for my freebie, which is a beginner's guide to the chakras. There's a link for my course, which is a starter kit for breaking up with booze. And then there is also a link to my tip jar. So any support you can give the channel is greatly appreciated. Okay, so let's go ahead, grab your mat, put on something comfy, and let's feel good together. All right, you guys, go ahead and roll out your mat. Find a nice, comfortable seat. Roots down, crown high. If you have a blanket or a block or a pillow by your side, you could always use that to prop up your hips so there's a slight tilt in your pelvis. We're going to do a little bit of breath work. So we're going to be doing something called Ida Nadi breathing or left nostril breathing. So go ahead and take your index finger and your middle finger with your right hand. Close down your right nostril and breathe exclusively through your left nostril. We're going to be here for about 8 to 10 breaths, just breathing in and out through the left nostril. The Ida Nadi is associated with our feminine nature, with our creative, fluid nature. So we are using this breath to really activate that part of us in the sacral chakra. And once you have completed 8 to 10 rounds, you can go ahead and remove your right index and middle finger from your nose. And then just take 3 deep breaths in and out through both nostrils. From here, we're going to come into child's pose. So if you are using a prop, you can remove it. For this child's pose, the knees can be close together, touching, or wider apart, whatever feels best for your body today. Sit those hips back over the heels, and then slowly walk the hands out in front of you until the arms are long, and you can allow your chest and forehead to melt down to the mat. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath, really using this pose as an opportunity to ground down, perhaps set an intention for this practice, an intention to feel good in our bodies, to find that energetic flow that allows us to be fun and creative and fluid so that we can enjoy life and feel good while we do it. we're going to push ourselves back up. We're going to dynamically move in between child's pose and cow pose. So the exhale will be child's. The inhale will pull ourselves up into a cow position, dropping that belly down towards the mat and tilting the chin up towards the sky. Keep moving with your own breath. We're really bringing a lot of flexion and movement into our spine, which should feel really good for so many of us because we are always sitting. One more child's pose. One more cow pose. Next, we are going to flow in and out of cat and cow pose. So, cat will be the inhale like we were just doing, and on the exhale, will be cow, and on the exhale, we'll come into a cat pose. So we'll curve that spine up towards the ceiling, tuck the chin and the pelvis. Again, we're just really bringing a lot of movement and space into the spine. It should feel really good for your body. So just move nice and slow. Follow your own breath. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Really regretting not having my hair up now. And I had to fix it. So, one more round of cat-cow. And next, we're going to be moving in between cow and downward dog. So the inhale will be the cow that we've been doing. On the exhale, we're going to tuck those toes under, lift the hips up towards the ceiling, downward dog. We're going to do this about 6 times. Again, just using your breath to guide you. Inhaling to open and expand in cow. Exhaling back into downward dog. Really breathing nice and slow here, giving your body sort of an opportunity to just soak in the movement and the pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, downward dog. You don't have to untuck your toes when you come back into cow, but you can if you want. Or you can just keep them tucked the whole time. Alright, next we're going to come into a pigeon pose. So bring from tabletop, bring your right knee up behind your right wrist. And then we're going to start to allow that right foot to come towards the left wrist, just as far as is comfortable. And then slide that left leg back, allow the hips to sink down. We'll be here for about 10 breaths. If it's in your practice, you can come down to your forearms or come all the way down onto your chest, depending on your mobility, your flexibility. I opted to start up on my hands, and then about halfway through I lowered down to my forearms. If you have a lot of space below that right hip, you could always grab that blanket and tuck it under. Remember to keep breathing. We carry a lot of tension in our hips, just naturally, I think, as human beings. So this is a great posture to sort of release any pent-up energy we might be carrying. Okay, from pigeon, we're going to come back onto our seat. Extend the legs in front of us. This left leg is going to extend long, and the right leg is going to be bent in towards the body. Then you're going to place that right foot on the outer side of the left thigh. Then we're going to take a gentle twist to the right. You can use this left arm to pull you into the twist. The right arm is acting as a kickstand to keep that spine nice and long. And then you can release the twist, and we're going to do a little counter twist. So twist all the way to the left and sort of bow down towards the ground. Both hands are on the ground. And come back up. And we're going to switch sides, do everything on the left side. So first, let's go ahead and windshield wiper those knees left to right. And then we're going to come back into the tabletop position. And we'll take pigeon pose with the left leg. So pull that left knee up behind the left wrist. Then begin to slide the left foot towards the right wrist. And stretch that right leg back and allow the hips to sink down. You might find that one hip is incredibly tighter than the other hip. That's the case for me. When I filmed this, my left hip was like not having it. So that's why I tucked the blanket under my hip. 8 to 10 breaths here. Remember to breathe. Option to always drop down onto the forearms if you'd like. Keep breathing. And then we're going to slowly push our way out of the pigeon pose. Take your time. Come back onto your seat. Swing your legs out in front of you. This time we're going to extend the right leg long. Left leg is going to cross over the right. And we're going to twist to the left. So you can use that right arm, wrap it around the right knee. Use that left arm to kickstand up. Keep the spine nice and long. Gently gazing over the left shoulder. Another deep breath. And then we'll take that counter twist. So twist in the other direction. Both hands come down to the earth and just slightly bow down. And then we'll go ahead and release. Let's windshield wiper those knees again, left to right, left to right. And then, keeping the hands and feet planted on the ground, let's take a reverse tabletop. So press your hips up towards the ceiling. You can allow the head to hang back long if it's comfortable for you. Another deep breath here. Exhale to lower the hips back down to the earth. And then from here, just allow your feet to come a little further out from your body, and the chest and forehead can melt down into your thighs and knees. And we're going to give ourselves a little hug here, so wrap your arms around your thighs. This is going to be our last posture for this class. A very restorative posture. Showing ourselves a little kindness, a little love before we get back to our day. Option to stay in this posture as long as you need if it's feeling really good for you. If you'd like, you can join me in a comfortable seat. We'll bring our hands to prayer to end class. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like